Major characteristics on which filter response is identified or is judged are flatness of the pass band, the attenuation of the frequency outside the pass band. On the basis of these characteristics, flatness or the no noise in the pass band, and the thing is the attenuation of the frequency. On the basis of these characteristics, we divide the active filters in three types, major three types that are one is Butterworth, the other is Chebyshev, and the third one is Bessel active filter. The graph shows the three type of filters response: Butterworth, Chebyshev, and Bessel filter. Bessel filter is the blue line that shows that the response attenuation and it shows the combination of attenuation and flatness of the pass band. Chebyshev has got more noise in the pass band but a steeper response, and Butterworth have lesser noise in the pass band but delayed response at the end. Uh, First type of filter is Butterworth. Butterworth gives a very flat response during the pass band, and the roll-off rate of the response is 20 dB per decade per filter order. As the order of the filter is increased, the roll rate is increased according to the rate of minus 20 dB per decade for every order. Butterworth is the most widely used filter. Chebyshev filters give us a greater roll-off rate or greater drop rate, more than minus 20 dB. So the response is non-linear, but it has got ripples in the pass band region. Basal filters, as I showed with the blue line, are good for pulse waveforms, filtering of pulse waveforms, and it has got a linear phase response. Order of the filter is increase or decrease according to the RC component used in the filter. Every RC set of filter creates a pole in the equation. The greater drop rate or greater roll-off rate for a response can be achieved if we add more poles in the system. Cascading of filters also increase the pole in the system, and it also results in a faster drop off of the response. Each pole creates a minus 20 dB per decade increase in the drop off of the response. This is a single pole low pass filter. RC circuit is applied on the non-inverting pin and with a feedback circuit on the inverting pin. This is a single pole low pass circuit for first order system. The figure shows the comparison between the ideal and the real response of the low pass filter. This shows the circuit for a basic low pass filter. As we know that critical frequency uh, condition for an electronic circuit, that at the critical frequency the resistance of the system is equal to the capacitive reactance of the system. So R is equal to X of C. So if we remember the frequency equation, that is equal to X is equal to 1 over 2 pi RC. So we replace the R with the XC in the equation, and we get that XC is equal to 1 over 2 pi FC, or the R is equal to, or it can be interchangeable, R is equal to 1 over 2 pi FC for the filter. F is the critical frequency in this equation. This slide give you the equation for the cutoff frequency for low pass filter, that is equal to 1 by 2 by RC. R is the resistance in the circuit, and C is the capacitance in the circuit involved. It will be the FC will be in hertz or radian per second. The graph shows the real and ideal low pass filter response. The thing that have to be observed in this response, that the pass band starting from 0 dB and ending at the cutoff frequency, and after the cutoff frequency there is a drop rate. For ideal response for a single pole system, the drop rate will be minus 20 dB. per per decade, minus 20 dB per decade. The circuit on the right hand side is for a basic low pass circuit for low pass frequency. For an active low pass filter, that the previous slide shows the passive low pass filter. If we go for a active low pass filter, the circuit is given in the diagram. This is the one pole or the first order low pass filter. uh, the RC circuit is applied on the uh, uh, non-inverting pin. The output of the RC circuit is taken on the capacitor. The other side of the capacitor is grounded, and the one half is common between the resistance and non-inverting pin. Input is applied on the other side of the resistor, and the feedback circuit is applied on the inverting pin of the op amp. The gain of the op amp is the non-inverting gain, that is equal to 1 plus R1 over R2, and the cutoff frequency for this signal will be 1 by 2 pi RC. The real response for the single pole low pass filter is given in this diagram. We can see that the drop off rate or the roll off is not steep. It takes a minus 20 dB per decade rate to drop off, and almost goes to zero at 10 times of the critical frequency. And the 70% of the pass band is dropped at minus 3 dB of the gain, and this is the normalized graph. The gain is normalized at 1 or 0. The circuit for Sallen-Key low pass filter is a second order. It is a second order two pole filter, and the roll off will be double of the single pole filter. It will be minus 40 dB per decade, and the two poles are generated the way that we arrange two RC circuits. The one capacitor is connected between the uh, resistance and the output, and the other capacitance is connected between the resistance and non-inverting input and the ground. This is the typical circuit for Sallen-Key. For a Sallen-Key low pass filter, the cutoff frequency is 1 by 2 pi under root RA RB CA CB, and RA RB should be equal to R, and CA CB should be equal to C. The next, we will learn to design the active filters in this lecture. So we are going to solve an example for setting the value of R1 for a Butterworth type of filter. The example is about a simple standard two-pole Sallen-Key filter. Okay, the resistance RA and RB are set as at 1K, and capacitance is set as 0.022 microfarad, and we find the critical frequency according to 1 by 2 pi RC, that is 7.23 kilohertz for this. Okay, for any Butterworth or Chebyshev filter design, there are certain tables developed. So from the table of Butterworth type of filter, we get that R1 by R2 is equal to 0.586 for a second order uh, uh, low pass Butterworth filter. So R1 is 0.586 R2, and R2 is given in the example. So we get from that thing that 586 kilo ohms is equal to R1.